Welcome back to Shenanigans, everybody. You're all still stuck in the Shadow Realm. You're on the second floor of Shenanigans. The fire's been put out. One of those weird shadow things started to climb up, but Leo broke him down. You're
The
all
bar's closed.
you're all in the same hallway. I think, kind of reconnoitering the situation. What is your plan?
So whatever we do here doesn't affect the prime plane, Niarp?
I don't think it should it? From what I know, Neil.
Just don't burn down Shenanigans. I feel like this place is magically protected to kill us.
Not Shenanigans, but I think the rest of the buildings out there. If we
Just
start
burn
enough fires, like maybe it seems like they might not like light or fire. So maybe if we start a big
Light
fire,
hasn't really been repelling them in any way at all, has it?
but
It's been
fire
attracting
has.
them. Well, fire repels a
And
lot of
fire-
Fire
fire
repels
also
everything,
makes
but
light.
it's not also fire.
Yeah, fire also makes light, so then they might be attracted to other parts of the town.
You just got to remember Shenanigans is part of the town. If we burn the town down, the place might catch fire too. As we saw the walls catch fire.
Yes. But I was thinking further away buildings.
Okay, sounds good because I don't feel like being roast dwarf.
Yeah.
So,
I think of, anyways,
See the town map again?
do I know, with local history and obscure knowledge, can I think of any places that are known to be sort of strange that might like have entered local legends as kind of gateways or things like that between planes?
yes and no at the same time. Yes, there are all sorts of rumors about gateways appearing, but there's never any like this thing is a gateway. It's just like, one day all of a sudden a portal appeared to the fire plane in the middle of the street, and no one knew why, and it was really, really hot that day. And then the portal closed and everyone went back to their normal business, sort of thing.
That would have been so cool.
It wasn't. I was there for that one. Or Irony wasn't, but
Yes.
it was very hot. Not cool at all.
Hmm. So it's a risk.
Can we see the town map again, Neil?
The what?
The town map?
Town map.
Oh, yeah. Do, do, do. Do, do, do.
Wait a second. So, all like pretty much the goods and items have had duplicates, like the blankets, the alcohol, everything has had duplicates in this place.
Yes.
I don't know if I would call them a duplicate. They're probably actually tied to the same items back in the normal plane.
We should hit the jewelry shop up.
Yes.
I don't even have to be shifty about it. We can just walk in and take shit.
Wait a minute.
And then just get our foot falcons on and get the hell out of there.
Actually get some treasure.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, if we're here, like, we either figure out how to get back, which none of us is a magical user who can figure out that type of stuff. So we can't do that. Or we can just, supply ourselves with, like, riches here and die like kings.
I'm gonna die with a crown on and like a big ass like pendant
Now,
ring.
Neil, so
Handful of rings.
where does Desmond keep the magic items he's got stashed in the bar?
Oh, you don't know. That stuff is secret. If he has any magic items
it
stashed in the bar, he has them stashed well.
Let's start tearing the bar apart.
Is it like the Winchester where there's a magical bow just hung up above the bar?
Hmm.
Well, there's no magic sword hung up above the bar anywhere. But you guys are welcome to tear the bar apart.
Yeah, no, I'm good. It's kind of keeping everything out at the moment.
Yeah. Kind of, barely. I think we should bar all the windows on this floor at least.
Except the one I'm throwing Molotovs at.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's do that. Use the slats from the beds. Unless they're rope beds, then we're shit out of luck there.
They're not rope beds.
Sure, I guess we start barring up windows.
Okay.
Or at least I do.
Yeah, I do as well.
Do you guys have any nails in which to
That's
to
so
No.
the nails holding the bed together.
Yes.
Well, then we
I
can
think
just pry
that
them out and use
also
those nails.
I can take my axe and like hit like the walls and use those
The
materials.
windows
like, kind of
must
pry.
have.
I
Like
guess
if
if
we
you
pry the boards,
Are
like
there
the-
dressers, armoires,
Sideboards?
anything like that?
Um,
Are there
so this-
dressers, armoires, or anything like that inside?
Yeah, very basic dressers.
Could we move those to block the shutters from opening? I mean, the shutters must have some sort of latch or something.
don't they open
very
outwards on
They
second
do open
floors?
outwards.
I was about to say, yeah, that's pointless. Only bottom floors open.
But we
inwards.
can still block the windows with them. We
Good
need
point.
something to cover the windows. We don't have nails. If we move them like an armoire to block the window, and then say move the bed in front of that so that it can't easily be pushed out of the way by somebody like clinging there trying to climb in a window.
Depending on the size of the headboard, you could just stand the bed upright and then press that against the window.
yeah, at the base of the bed.
So basically, let's barricade the windows.
Yeah.
All right. You guys go from room to room, barricading the windows. Who's gonna be?
And closing. Let's take care of that kitchen door that never got sufficiently barred. Secure the ground floor, and then once we've done that, then we'll retreat to the upper floor and bar and secure the door down or that leads to the stairway. So that's the only entrance to the upper floor.
So you guys are first
But let's
barring
keep
the
an
windows
eye
upstairs,
here.
right?
But let's.
I'm doing the upstairs one first, anyway.
Yeah, I'll
That's
be
where we
upstairs because I don't want to
Mr. Bare Necessities, why don't you and I go down to take a look at see if the bottom floor is secured, being prepared to retreat back and simply secure the door to the upper floor if the bottom floor is lost.
Sure.
All right. So the two of you go downstairs to bar that door. Iwani and Leo, you stay upstairs and bar the windows.
Yep.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, we can just remove a couple steps and then we won't get caught. So
So Iwani, you are in one room trying to prop furniture up against these windows to bar it. When you see another one of these tall, man-shaped things with the long arms and long fingers start reaching towards your window, and its arms begin to elongate impossibly long and attach their fingers to the windowsill before you manage to bar it. What do you do?
Okay, so it's attached in a way that like I can't just keep shoving this bed and have it barred.
No, you could probably keep stacking furniture up there, but it's like grabbing on and starting to pull itself towards your window.
poke it in the eye.
I don't know. Can I like stab it with like high ground since it's like pulling its way up? And I just go like,
Yeah, go for it. You're gonna have to roll initiative because
Alright.
you don't have your weapon out yet.
sure.
Goes at 8.
We go at the same time.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll with high ground.
That's +2. You have high ground? Or plus one.
1 for high ground. Yeah.
Okay. So there's with my first weapon and with my second weapon.
Ooh, the first one is a hit. The second one is not.
All right. So we do 6 plus 3, 5 points of damage.
All right, you skewer it through the face, and it hisses and evaporates and kind of falls to the ground like a smoke coming off of one of those little crappy fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I'm assuming its turn is spent like trying to lift itself up here.
yeah.
Okay. So then after I dispatch the shadow, I finish. I put my rapiers away and begin stacking furniture back up against it.
Not a problem. You and Leo finish your rooms and move on to the next ones. Downstairs, Mr. Necessities and Niarb, you walk down that first major staircase into the bar room, and you see behind the bar, there are 2 of these tall man-like shadow things. On the bar are like 4 or 5 of these puddle things, but they seem to be kind of not crossing from the bar into the major light source-filled area of the fire.
So they really don't like fire. I'm going to ask Niarb for him to hold the torch, and I'm going to knock an arrow and try to light the end of the arrow on fire and shoot.
Okay. Remember, you do have a continual light source.
Not for a light source, but for I want to try to shoot an arrow at the bar and basically burn them alive.
We probably shouldn't try to burn the place down.
Yeah, they seem to
Arrows
really
seem
fire
to work
before them.
very fine, just being arrows, right?
Yeah, I'll shoot at the big guys. I'm prioritizing the big ones.
Okay, make me roll the hit.
Okay. 15.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
6.
You strike it and it dies.
And I'll try to sling wind.
Okay. Hit. The creature survives. And the little globular bubbles on the ground begin to launch themselves at you guys into the light of the fire. Mr. Necessities, what's your armor class, please?
12.
One of them hits you. Niarb, what's your armor class, please?
Last attack.
Sometimes, usually. What's your armor class, please?
11.
It misses you. So 2 of them launch themselves at you. Mr. Necessities, you take 1, and one of these shadowy puddles is on your belly.
Okay. I'll try to grab my battle axe and keep the blade in between myself and it and try to fling it off.
Okay, roll me initiative. In fact, both of you roll me initiative. Okay.
All right. What is the initiative modifier for a torch?
3.
Yeah.
Mr. Necessities, you go first.
Okay. So I'm trying to use like my battle axe as like kind of like a wedge and fling it off.
Make me attack roll at -2.
Okay.
No, +2.
So -2 total?
No,
or just-
+2 total.
Wait. Okay. So +4 then. If I'm normally +2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 20.
That's a hit. You pry it off of you, and as you toss it away from you, it begins to dissolve in the firelight.
Okay.
Niarb.
Well, I was going to use the torch to try to burn it off of him, but I guess I don't need to. So I'll just sling whatever remaining ones are there that need slinging. Try to finish off the one I started, if need be.
Sure, go for it.
$19.
Yes, that is a hit.
For 5 damage. Plus the 2 I already did, is that Put it down.
Yes, that puts it down. The tall, shadowy thingy vanishes with a kind of a hissing bubble. The other... I guess most of you noticed the black, misty puddles that attacked at you and missed have kind of dissolved in the light. There are other puddles on the bar, though, and they begin to launch themselves at you as well. Oh my god. Mr. Necessities 1 hits you, and Niarb 2 hit you. One of them actually rolls... One of them crits you, and one of them hits you. So you take 3 damage. Mr. Necessities, you take another 1.
Okay.
I should probably get some armor.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of low in the health department right now myself.
How many HP do you have left?
7. I mean, I don't have a whole lot to begin with, but...
That noise has stopped, Neil, by the way.
And it started again. Maybe.
You just... There you go, stop. Best way to do
How
it.
many of these tall things? Since the other ones we can outrun.
We killed the tall things already because there were only 2.
Yeah, but I mean, how many were we seeing total? It seems like there weren't that many to be dealt with.
You said there were... Inside there
two
wasn't
tall
many, but
things.
there's
Yeah,
about
there-
a dozen
yeah.
outside.
But even outside, I don't think there were that many.
There were
Was I
not that
wrong?
many outside.
All right. I'll say they're converging on here. I think the jewelry store idea is great. It is literally a victimless crime. We can stand here and they can keep attacking us, or we can go outside, say through the back door, and head for the jewelry stores.
I'm happy staying in here if you'd like, but...
Wait, are we having a conversation while we have shadow blobs on us?
Didn't we finish them
That's
off?
what I was thinking.
No, because I have 1 on me right now and you have 2 on you.
Oh.
You're like, can we get out of here? You're like,
I
All right,
was
let's finish them off.
I'm gonna, I guess, try to get the blob off
Okay.
again. And I guess I succeed again?
Yes,
Okay,
you...
so you said they dissolved once they were in this circle of light, which were it.
but these were new ones that relaunched themselves
Yeah.
at you.
All right.
Makes sense.
Okay. So, you guys upstairs, I think you hear the cries of the downstairs people fighting these monsters. Does that change what you're doing, or are you still boarding up windows?
Well, if I boarded up my window and the if the other room's still closed, I'm gonna duck out, see if I can come help.
Okay. Iwani?
Yeah, I figure if I hear battle, it's time to charge in. Absolutely.
Alright. So you guys come barreling down the stairs this round. Roll me initiative, everyone in the party. Yep, just do it. 1 person roll a d10 for the party. Let's make it simple.
Let's let Nier do it, because he's in the most danger.
Niarb, roll some initiative.
I'm in the most danger.
You have 2 blobs on you.
Alright, Niarb, you take 2 more damage from these things that are on you. Mr. Necessities, you take 1 more.
I thought I flung it off. Or did another one jump on me again?
Right, the new one that's on you.
Yeah, I
Oh, you flung it off. Yeah,
that's
you
what I
did fling it
wrote.
off.
Yeah.
You're right, sorry. You take no damage then.
Okay.
Coming from also behind the staircase is one of those taller, man-like ones. As it walks into the radius of the firelight, you notice the steam, or the smoke that it's, or shadow it's made of starts to boil away, but it still makes its way towards Mr. Necessities, reaching out its claws that scrape against your armor for no damage.
Okay. My armor is my skin.
The rest of the party, well, the whole party, go.
All right. I turn around so that my back is facing the tall one. And I say, everybody close your eyes. I reach my hands out with my fingers pointing towards myself so that like the blobs are on me, and I close my eyes and color spray myself with it shooting back also over the other guy.
Roll me a d6.
But it's black and white.
It's a monochromatic spray.
So what do you want me to roll here?
A d6 for the number of creatures you can affect.
Quick, disposable cameras. We need disposable cameras.
Which is exactly the number I needed, I think. Two of them on me. And
black and white lights form all over the place. And even those who didn't get a chance to close their eyes in time are unaffected by the spell.
Oh.
The color in color spray is very important, and there is no color here, as Mr. Necessities correctly pointed out. Who's next in line?
I guess I'll try to... Did Niarb drop the torch when he got things on him, or is he still holding it?
He must have dropped it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was casting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick up the torch and try to put the torch against the blobs on Niarb. Like, try to touch them with the, with the fire.
50 Shades of Grey spray.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, chat is so good.
Yep. So maybe the fire protects Niarb, I don't know.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that one more time? I was trying to fix my mic again.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm taking the torch and I'm trying to press it against the blobs that are on Niarb.
Niarb, do you stand there and let him press a torch against you?
Well, I'm trying not to hit his flesh. I'm just like, because there's...
I mean, the shadows have, like, merged with him, so...
Be one with
Alright, and I guess we gotta do this. Let it burn it off.
Alright. Mr. Necessities, roll me a d3.
Okay.
Kills you with a torch.
Alright, Niarb, you take 3 fire damage, but the 2 blobs on you evaporate.
Alright.
Strong kobold.
Iwani and Leo.
As we come towards the stairs, can we see any of the blobs or?
Yeah, you see more of these blobs kind of pulling themselves onto the bar, and one of the tall shadow men walking up from the kitchen.
Well, if I can get the shot up, I'd like to throw an axe at it. And axes here.
I think it's time to
Do it.
burn it, warm it, and steal it. That's the only way to be sure. Molotov them. There's a whole bunch of them there. Molotov.
Yeah, and catch you on fire. That's a great idea.
Molotov at the bar. And then we'll go outside. We'll find it nice. Maybe a place that's an actual fortress.
No.
It was a horrible throw.
You get your axe stuck behind you in the staircase and kind of throw a blank hand forward. Iwani, it goes like right next to you, but you're safe.
I pull out my rapiers and I'm gonna go stab this thing that tried to attack our very nice friend.
Nice.
Ranged only.
Go up and stab him.
With a 4 with my first and a 16 with my second.
There you go.
D6 plus 3. For 4 points of damage on it.
You rip through its shadowy center and just kind of unfolds and turns inside out around you and disappears.
Excellent.
All right, for the moment, you are free of monsters on you, but there are more kind of coming out of the kitchen area.
Okay, Molotov the kitchen, the entrance from the kitchen, and then we exit out another door and go to the jewelry store. That's got to be pretty secure without all the windows and things, since they don't want me.
Are there metallic implements near the fireplace that would allow me to perhaps grab a log of fire?
Yes.
I want to grab said log of fire, and then use it to My goal here is to grab log of fire, yes, and wield it in front of me to they dislike the light from the fireplace, to push them back and get them out of the door, and then just shut it and keep them away.
Very clever. All right, so you grab the log from the fireplace and make your way towards the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the creatures.
Make my way towards the kitchen, really in front of me, trying to push them back.
It works exactly as intended. The creatures at first shield themselves from the light, and then begin to fall backwards. The small blobs around you evaporate as soon as the log gets within 5 feet of them, and soon enough you find yourself in the kitchen, having repelled the monsters out the back. There are still 4 of the little blobs on the bar counter, though, because the bar is pretty long. That the rest of the party is going to have to deal with. So, Leo, Mr. Necessities, Niarb, 4 more blobs on the counter.
I still have the torch in hand, and I want to move the flaming torch towards the blobs.
Hey, make me roll to hit. Leo and Niarb, what are you doing?
I'm getting time, bare necessities, and then I'm gonna, I guess, go for another slingshot.
And Leo?
I'm
Good.
gonna throw an axe.
Cool. Mr. Necessities, you burn one off. Leo, make me a roll to hit.
21, natural 20.
Oh my god, you kill it. No, don't even bother
exploded.
rolling for damage. You rip it to shreds with the axe. It sticks itself, embeds itself into the bar, leaving a nice big dent in it.
I miss.
Rob, make me a saving throw versus death.
Oh, the fear of death is real.
How much do you fail by?
I succeed.
Winning.
You fail by.
My death save is a 10.
You pass. You're a cleric.
Yeah.
Clerics have OP saves versus death. Never mind. All is good. There are 2 blobs remaining. They both launch themselves at Mr. Necessities, who's closest to them. One of them lands on you. The other one lands in the torch and burns itself away. But you take 1 point of damage as one sucks onto your neck and shoulder.
Okay.
I'm definitely not gonna throw an
I
axe.
guess with the torch, I'm going to press the torch against my own self.
You take D3 points of damage, and the thing
3
burns
points
away.
of damage. So yeah, I'm getting kind of low in health, but
All right, I'm gonna try to do a heal proficiency.
All right, give me a healing proficiency check. And while you do that, Iwani, you've made it to the back door. You've cleared it of monsters. What's your plan?
Okay. There's a cook pot here, right? Well, there was, because there was soup in it, but I took it with me. But it was cooking over something, right? So is there a fire pit or something?
Yeah,
I
there's
placed
still
the burnt log. Huh?
yeah, there's still some embers in it.
The fire pit, so that it acts as a deterrent to the creatures entering, and then I'll go close the door and find something to bar it with.
Sure, there's some
650
crates of
with the
food and
logs.
barrels of water nearby. You can bar the door with
Excellent.
those.
27 on the healing proficiency.
Nice. Give me a D3 for how much you heal Mr. Necessities.
I could just see you standing a burning log in the doorway, being like, "That'll do."
Mr. Necessities, you gain 1.
okay. So
All right.
I am at 4 HP.
Yes. Ooh. Okay, you guys are all in the common room now. Half of the shutters are closed upstairs. Mr. Necessities. Yeah, I think you still have your magic stone attached to your head, despite headbutting the wall and it not quite working.
That's some good wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good wax. Now you have some torches. The lantern is upstairs on the landing, and you're all downstairs. What's the plan?
I say we go out one of the other exits and go to the jewelry store. It would probably be much more secure and have fewer entrances and exits since they want to thwart thieves.
Just a question, because, jewels are nice. I usually lock mine up in a little black box at home. Did you think that if there was a whole store for jewels, it might be locked and we couldn't get in?
If only we had an axe and were
Pretty
able
sure
to,
I've got enough axes for this.
Yes.
because part of the security of the jewelry store is that they don't expect people to just chop down the door.
Because they normally have guards.
But
Yes.
then, if we chop down the door, is it secure? I mean, if the whole point of going there is security, then chopping down the door surely presents just as much a problem as it does here.
Oh, I wanted to die with the crown on. I don't care about.
Yeah, jewels might also be part of the whole plan.
All right, well, I'll go. If we explore out of here, there's more likeliness we'll find Melangar, and that's really all that's important. So, lead on.
Yes, which I think we need to come up with a strategy to get there. I think we need as much fire as possible, and perhaps even more of these Molotov cocktails.
All right, I'm king. I'll lead and carry a torch with a crap ton of Molotovs.
I think also, does anyone have any rope?
Yes, I have 50 feet of it.
Sweet. I have a great idea. Why don't we dip the rope in alcohol, and then we can carry the rope out with us and set it on fire and make it like a wall of fire.
I
A
thought you were
burning ring of fire?
Yes.
How
You
would you carry said burning ring of fire?
No, we carry the rope and then we set it on fire once we make it to the jewelry shop. We set the rope around it.
Yeah, use it as a perimeter barrier
Yes.
for the door. I like it. That's. I just don't see.
Okay, that seems like a good idea.
Flame. So
And then it burns.
Yes. Yes, it'll burn quickly, but that time may be enough for us to secure the.
To axe down the door? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, you guys know where the closest jewelry shop is. It is maybe 300, maybe 100 yards down the street, which, with a dwarf and a kobold in the party, is 2 rounds of movement to get there.
All right. While everybody was prepping, I was going to slip myself a CLW.
Give yourself some healing. D8. Nice. All right. The front door, you guys are going to have to unbar it and head on out. God knows what's out there.
I think we might be best going out to the kitchen.
No, you don't want to go out that way. I led all the shadows out over there. They're probably still there.
We had multiple doors on the ground floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I led them all out through here. We know there's a bunch of dudes over here.
Well, I was just
Right.
thinking that if we have a fire.
Yeah, there were 3 doors on the ground floor.
Yeah, I was thinking that because there was a fire in the kitchen, like it might give us a little bit of around the door, like with the door open, it might give us a little bit more leeway to get out.
But what is the third door? I see 1, 2, 3 doors.
So this is, I think, the back door to the stables or whatever. This is the kitchen, and this is the front door.
Well, what about the door to the stables there?
Um,
we haven't had it.
There's no door to the stables. The stables are out front.
Yeah,
Oh, the stables are.
But
Okay.
there's 3 doors here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
what
there's
is this door here?
Yeah.
That's the back door to the back alley.
Okay.
Yeah. I suppose that might be the best one, since we know there's shadows at the front and we know there's shadows in the kitchen.
Although the back
I was
alley
about
also
say,
goes to the
you want
kitchen.
to peek the alley because
Yeah.
the kitchen door will also lead to the alley anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And because we have a fire going in the kitchen, it will produce, like, they would probably be further away from the doorway than any of these other doorways. Because there's a fire directly.
That
like-
seems like strategic thinking.
Do you want us? We'll stoke up the fire in here before we leave because we don't want to have to fall back to a black tavern because that just
Yes.
seems a bad time.
Yes. Well, I'll break down some of the furniture in here, I guess, and pile some of the wood into this fire. and then also bring some to stoke the kitchen fire as well.
Sounds good.
So I think we have fires stoked and ready.
I'll help to make it faster because obviously.
All right.
And then
Pretty soon, the hearth in the main common room is a roaring inferno. The kitchen fire is almost overwhelming its little container, and it's getting nice and toasty in Shenanigans, even if it's still black and white.
Cool.
All right, you guys, you've got your rope soaked in alcohol. You've got Molotov cocktails aplenty. And everyone has a torch?
Yes. I think
If someone hands me a torch, I'll hold on to it, but I don't have any to light.
Okay.
Yeah. I think at this point we all have torches, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because none of us have shields. I mean, there's no reason not to have a torch.
Well, if you want to carry your alcohol-soaked rope and
I'm actually,
a weapon
at this
same
point,
time.
I think I'm going to be dual-wielding torches.
Okay. So who's got the alcohol rope?
True enough.
I think I'll hold on to it since it's my rope anyway, whatever.
Okay.
And if he's dual wielding torches, he can just essentially carry the one for me.
Cool. So you've got your rope and your rapier. Leo, you've got a torch and a battle axe.
Yep.
Mr. Necessities has 2 torches. And
Yes.
Niarb has a torch and
Sling.
a sling. Fantastic. All right, you guys are going to bust open the front door and make a break for it. So, the door
Kitchen
becomes...
door.
Kitchen door?
Yeah.
Kitchen door, I'm sorry. You open the kitchen door. The light spills out. Some of the black, shadowy puddles at the ground immediately evaporate. One of the tall men shields his eyes as he begins to wither away and takes a few steps backwards. That back alley runs fairly long. If you take a right going... I'm sorry, if you take a left, right on the map, but left from your perspective, coming down this way, you can go down this alleyway halfway and then out to the street and then out to the jewelry shop.
Can we just run down the alley towards the jewelry shop? Does
Yeah.
it go that far down?
It does, but it doesn't. There's not an exit closer to the jewelry shop. Well, I guess there is. If you overshoot the jewelry shop, there's an exit closer to it. That doesn't lead out. That leads out to the main street, but then it's not as far.
Do
Yeah.
we want
street.
to walk further down the alley, or do we want to take the main street?
I think the main street, when we looked, was just crowded with shadow things. Like, the alley probably has them too, but,
We
like,
have the bottleneck situation.
Yeah.
Which is
which is probably better for us right now.
Yep. All right. Let's do that. We're taking the alley.
Okay, cool.
I'll take point.
So again, none of this is properly to scale, but this alleyway comes out and then comes out like this, and then comes out past the jewelry shop and out
Isn't the
again.
jewelry shop right here on the map? The other direction?
Yes, but that's not to scale, so that jewelry shop is actually further away.
Okay.
Yeah. The whole map is really poorly designed.
Okay. Yeah.
Almost as if someone didn't have a wonderful mapping software program they could have used.
You're right, I don't. So you guys are gonna come out at which exit?
The one that overshoots.
Yeah, we'll overshoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We've
All
got
right,
the
you
alleyway
guys-
bottleneck going on. So big
You
guy at the
guys
front, big guy at the
bolt down the alleyway. Who's in front and who's pulling up the rear, and what's the middle position?
I'll take a middle position.
I'll take the front since I think I'm the only one with a melee weapon in case like we run into like real trouble.
I can be
have my
second
battle
maybe
axe.
because I would tower. I would still, I think, tower over. Yeah, I can't pronounce your name right now.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I'm only 5'9",
Yeah.
so
yeah.
you're-
So I would tower over you, and then I have the light ahead plus the 2 torches. So that way, since you don't have a light, I'll be right behind you.
Here's our big
Yeah.
Think of it like irony, except pronounced by a 2-year-old.
But yeah, I've said it right a couple times, but then I just looked at it and like trying to read it was just worse than trying to remember it.
Why don't we take a break here, and we'll finish up everything else on the other side of our break. See you guys in just a moment.
Sounds good.